All right, we are back. Up next, we have got Vertz505, who is playing Odallus the Dark Call. It's a 100% normal glitchless run. Why don't you tell us a bit about what we're about to see here?
Yeah, absolutely. You're about to see some modern retro goodness. So this is one of my favorite speedruns, one of the first ones that I learned. This is the second game from the developer Joy Masher, a bit more famous for some other games. This is a really fun one, really dark, gritty kind of atmosphere, very Castlevania with Alien mixed in. So I'm going to erase this file. Sorry to see you go. And we'll get started in a second here. So we play on normal. There is a veteran mode, which features, as it says, stronger foes, and everything is mixed around. It's pretty goofy. Pretty interesting mode. But we play on normal because it's a little more straightforward. So we'll go in 3, 2, 1, go. I am happy to answer questions about this game. It's one of my favorites. I'll tell you right now, this guy is named Haggis. Haggis is a hunter who lives in this village that is now on fire. He's out hunting one day and realizes, hey, my town is on fire. I should try to go and save my son. I want you all to try to remember that Haggis is on a mission to save his son, because we're not going to mention it again until the very last boss. So please try to remember. If you forget, it's okay. I know I did when I played through. First stage kind of introduces the basics of the game. You can jump, you can attack, you can throw axes as a sub-weapon. They travel in a straight line. Do the same amount of damage as your sword, but they can hit a couple of times. Why is the game so awesome is a good question. It just is. It's just that good. Joy Master's just that good. So we hit this guy 9 times. Oh, hey. Alright. We won't see those guys again until the very last stage as well. You'll notice me jump attacking to start here. It is faster to do that than trying to stand there and time your attacks well. Oh, that's rude. Okay. Oh, dodge that arrow. So we get to see some of the alien inspiration here, or at least monster inspiration here with this chief of the village who's like, ho, now I am powerful and mighty. Nice. Yep, goes down pretty quick. If you miss that one cycle, it takes a long time. He's really annoying. Alright, so you can see a world map here. This is a Metroidvania kind of more akin to Demon's Crest than Castlevania. You can select your levels. Every level has its own alternate path out of it. So our first goal in this game is to come to this level, find the alternate exit out, and go to Forest 2. In Forest 2, we'll be getting an upgrade that lets us breathe underwater. And that is hard required to finish the game, but it's kind of sneaky. I think the devs did a good job of kind of hiding the upgrades in interesting ways so that, you know, you're kind of, if you explore around right away, you'll find the good stuff. But if you take your time, if you just kind of go in a straight path and don't take your time exploring, you're not going to find the good stuff as quickly. Alright, I'm pretty good on health here, so it should be good to kind of just damage boost through here. Alright, we picked up the first required upgrade. You have to get this to progress through this level. It's an armlet that lets you push these big blocks, and so they put a big block here conveniently so that you can practice using it. You get a health upgrade from that, so you can damage boost again. Oh no, this platform got in my way. I took 2 hits, so I'm just going to do that instead. Normally I do another damage boost there, but it took too much damage. This next section, it is unfortunately fairly easy to take chip damage along the way here and just die in stupid ways, so I'm going to try to avoid that. Alright, so to find the secret exit, we find these statues. If you interact with those statues, they tell you that it says, "Fire, walk with me," and so you're supposed to kind of intuit that you need to hit them with a torch. There we go. Get some little ghosties here. Hey, get back here. Oh no. Bonked my head. Ah, that's too bad. A little bit slow kill that guy. That's okay. Alright, so this will be statue number 2. I do have to make sure that that torch hits the statue. If you scroll it off screen too far, it goes away. Alright, so this is the secret exit for the forest. It takes us to Dark Forest Area 2, which is just more Dark Forest. Some Area 2s are just kind of, you know, the extension of the same area. Some of them are a completely different area. You'll have noticed I've used axes, torches, and now we just got lances. Lances are 3 times as strong as your sword, so you definitely want them, especially early on. Take those guys out in one hit. Oh, good, made it. These things are on a global cycle once you enter the level, so you really want to make sure you are catching them at the right times. A little... Oh no. Oh, that's okay. We'll get some extra health here, so it's fine that I took that damage. Gonna be just kind of leaping over everything here, making our way through the trees. Oh. Yep. Alright, get a nice full refill there. Alright, so we are going to fight a mini-boss here at the top of this waterfall area. Her whole thing is that she's very fast, so we're going to be trying to take her down despite her speed. She's not actually that fast, I don't think. It's not that scary, but Haggis is very impressed with her speed after the boss fight. So this is a mini-boss, so we don't get a crystal shard for winning here, but we do get an upgrade for it. So. If you're not familiar with Joy Masher, they really like mini-bosses. I think their most recent game, Moonrider, has a kind of absurd number of mini-bosses, but they're all very fun. Go back to Forest 1. Fortunately, because we went through the secret exit, we can just kind of roll back up where we started, or rather where we left, and start here. Get a little block puzzle. Pretty simple. It tells you at the start you need to hit 2, 1, 3. So you hit the second hole, the first hole, and then the third one. There will probably be some tech things that I will try to talk about and fail, because everything kind of comes really fast in this game after a bit. We're coming up on the next boss. So the mini-boss that I fought a second ago is a leader in the army that burned down our town. So we fought her in an effort to get revenge. This guy is another leader in said army. He rides this green dog. You might think, hey, you did the boss. Nope, incorrect. Still here. Oh, yep, he's gonna be a jerk today. Yeah, he sure is. Gosh, come on, dude. Didn't have to be like that. Yeah, he sure loves to hop around like that any chance he gets. You can kind of manipulate it based on your position, but it's not guaranteed. Alright, welcome to Aqueducts 1, where Haggis is basically like, man, all these monsters are crazy. And he's right, things get kind of nuts here. It gets very, very difficult. Fortunately, we have our lances to help us out. I missed. That's fine. There we go. Oh. Okay. get some more lances here. We're going to be setting up a death warp. So I'm going to be kind of hopping and hitting enemies on purpose here. Very important to activate that checkpoint that I just walked past. If you don't activate it, you'll be very sad when you do your death warp, because you have to go through the whole first portion of the level again. So I mentioned we needed to get the item to breathe underwater from the woods because we needed to be able to get through here. If you don't have the ability to breathe underwater, you cannot get this item. It just is simply not possible glitchless. It is possible glitched. But I'm immensely bad at the glitches in this game, so I don't try. It's a good set of dashes there. So we picked up a ring. It lets us dash, which is kind of the most important thing when you want to go fast, is being able to move fast. So. There's good timing with these guys this time. Alright, this is a good opportunity if there are any announcements, because this boat, it's a escort mission, because you have to escort the boat, and an auto-scroller because it just moves and there's not much you do. So, any announcements are welcome.
Nothing at the moment, but as always, folks can go to the donation link that I've just dropped in the Twitch chat, and they can contribute. It goes to a great cause, and you get entered in for prizes. Pretty good prizes. Plus, you can use your donation to influence some incentives, change some of the runs in the future.
Right on. So key things with the dash, you can interrupt the dash with a sword attack. So if you're familiar with X4, Mega Man X4, I should say, you can kind of do some semblance of saber dash canceling with this. Dash also persists in jumps as long as you hold the dash button. It will also just carry you forward. You don't even have to press the D-pad if you dash jump, you can just hold dash. So you can do fun things like turn around in your jump. Just kind of be facing backwards. Alright, pretty good on health. Nope, I did not actually want to talk to you, but thank you. Jump up, please. Depending on how much damage I take in this portion, I might want to talk to that merchant again to heal up. The merchant in this game is a little bit weird. He sells you stuff. It's a set selection of items at every location that he's at. So you're guaranteed he's going to have the same stuff every time. But the cost of stuff varies, so he will increase the cost of goods. That was a bad joke. He'll increase the cost of goods if you buy more of them. Which is kind of annoying. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and be safe here. Could have been a little brave, but we'll be safe for the marathon. Dying on this boss is embarrassing because he doesn't really do anything. So I'm going to hit him with some lances as he comes across the top. Alright. Oh, I didn't throw the last one! Okay, that's too bad, so we'll get a third cycle here. Not my best. Let's see. There we go. Ideally, you kind of kill him as he's going to the right across the bottom. You can do it when he's in the middle of the room, which is kind of the best I've been able to do. That was not a good job. Alright, welcome to the run killer level. Oh man. Yeah, this is really looking to kill my run. These guys are throwing these blocks at my face. These guys throw ice blocks at you, and you ideally don't want to get hit by them. I got hit by like 3. That's not great. Let's see, do I want to buy health here? Yeah, I'll do it. We want to do a death warp at the end, but we take some kind of intentional damage on the way, so better to have more health. Oh, I definitely pressed jump there. That's unfortunate. Okay, what's the best way to get that? Alright, I know what I can do. Alright, so I have to do that section again. Because I need to get... Okay, go on. Get out of here, guys. So I need to get an upgrade at the end of this section, and I just whiffed getting it, because I didn't press jump. So now I have it, so we'll pretend that we just, we're fine here. Oh. So there's ice physics here, which is kind of a little jank. There's some weirdness to the ice physics, where if you're dash jumping in particular, it seems to kind of like stop your movement sometimes, and I can never figure out why. It's a good thing I bought more health before coming in here, because if I get my butt kicked. For some context, we have to do this, we have to hit those switches to open a gate that will progress us further in the level. And this is a hidden upgrade that we do need to get. This will let us double jump in a moment. Alright, Harpy Boots. They let you double jump like so. Very nice upgrade. Lets you skip a lot of stuff later. Oh boy. There we go. Cool. Alright, so we death warp. We're gonna buy, we'll just buy the one. It's fine. Oh. So upgrades that you pick up in this game, you can get... Oh, that was a bad throw. That was also a bad throw, gosh. You can get upgrades for your weapon ammunition bags, so you can hold more sub-weapons. You get a sword upgrade here, and one more later. You get armor upgrades and health upgrades. There are also various lore stones that we will need to find for the sake of getting 100% of stuff. So we get to see all the things in this 100% category, including this wonderful mix of ice and wind physics. Oh no! I was a little too close to that platform when I double jumped. Hey, whoa, what was that? No! If I had fallen there, that would have been really unfortunate, because I needed to get up to that. Alright, next boss. One of my favorites in terms of designs. Look at this guy. He's great. So I'm going to throw some lances at him. 2 phases here. First phase, destroy the 3 faces, and then he'll reveal the truth of his existence. Oh, okay. There we go. Missed one. And the truth is that he just has a giant eye. But he goes down pretty quick. It is extremely important that I kill him in that phase. If I do not get him there, then he will fly around forever, and it's awful. So you might have noticed I made it to the end of the map, but I didn't go to the final level. That's partly because we need to get 100%, but it's also because I actually can't finish the game yet. You have to get the crystal from each boss in order to access the final level. Now, I say that, but if you play the glitched route, you actually don't need to get the crystal from every boss. You just need to get enough crystals to restore the Odallus to its true crystal form. So you can do that by glitching the game and going out of bounds and fighting the same boss over and over. And then you do that in Forest 1. So the glitch route just gets some good stuff from a developer room that's still in the game, and then just like kills the same boss over and over, super fast and easy. We obviously don't do that in Glitchless because we don't use glitches, so pretty straightforward. Alright, one final upgrade to get here. This upgrade is one of my favorites just because it's just kind of weird. We get this armor, but this armor has been underwater for who knows how long. And Haggis is just like, you know, I'll wear that. That seems good. Hey. A little stock up here. Let's see. There we go. Next boss here. This is the another leader of enemy army or country, and he's also been transformed into a horrible monster. He is not so terrible. Alright, yeah. He just goes down with sword hits. He's really not too bad. Alright, now we do a little bit of cleanup. We're going to go back to Forest 1. There are a lot of secrets that we have not accessed in this level because it is faster to get them now than it was before. So, there we go. Because we have the dash and we have more health to work with, we can kind of be a little bit more brave about some movement tech here. Oops. Okay. Okay, let me get hit by every single torch kid. So with the dash, you can just kind of jump over everything here. So really no reason to be afraid of anything in this area. Oh? What was that? That was weird. That thing should not have had that beam on its face. Yeah, I get. Okay, that's too bad that I got hit twice there. Should be fine to be a little brave here, yeah. Finishing that with a quarter heart is a little bit scary, but that's fine. Oh. Alright, one more secret to get here. It's another, I believe, an ammo bag for sub-weapons. I just gotta let that thing get off screen. Ow. Yeah, there we go. Alright, back to the world map. Alright, we'll go back to our town. Even though we left the town quite a while ago, is still on fire. Sorry, everybody. Probably I should have called somebody to put the fire out before I went on my journey, but who's got time for that? Another couple upgrades here. Nice jump. So even this first level just has a lot of stuff where it's like, you know, obviously I can't get this now, so I must have to come back later. Including this. This is our secret exit here. Cool. Oh no. One more secret. Alright, so the shopkeeper that I've visited a couple of times to buy stuff has also an option to kind of do a quick like lore check-in with him. And one of the bits of lore he tells you is that your town is built on the remains of an ancient civilization, and so that's where we are. He was telling the truth. Oops, alright. Okay, that's fine. Alright. So we fortunately don't have to do any, for every new area that we're going to, we're not going to have to do any revisits of them because we have pretty much all the movement tech, and especially after this level, we will have every single bit of movement that we need. So, alright, a little bit of an auto-scroller here. This auto-scroller always makes me laugh because we get in this tunnel and this dude shows up and he just wants to be your friend, so we're going to take him on a little walk. And he walks very slowly, so you're really not going to have him catch up to you. Oh no. Okay, it's fine. You might think, oh, this isn't that scary, but just wait. He's gonna speed up. Oh, see, he sped up. But I'm still faster. Walking speed still faster than his. Oops. Now, if you don't know what's coming in this section, then yeah, it'll mess you up. Bye. I like to send him that little parting gift. There's really no reason to. I just like to. All right, now we're in the actual kind of secret temple portion of this this level here, and we're gonna find a new secret to uncover, or a new type of secret rather. This is the secret chamber of this guy. And he promises that if we find all of these marks, he'll give us a prize. So, you know, that sounds pretty good. I like prizes, so we'll do that. Okay. Cool. I do want to be a little bit mindful of taking damage here. It is fine to do some damage boosts through some of these guys, but we want to try to, you know, not die. Oh, yep. It's also very easy to take damage you don't plan for in this section. So we'll probably be fine. I've done this enough that I kind of know what to look for, like that. It's just kind of unfortunate timing there. Oh. Alright, so we have a mini-boss coming up, but before the mini-boss we have a mini-enemy mini-boss. This, like, extremely strong enemy here for no apparent reason. Hey, it's our buddy! I think he's a little bit annoyed that we abandoned him, so we're gonna have to fight. Alright, our prize is the Pazuzu cape. If you are a fan of Futurama, like I am, you might think of Pazuzu, the professor's gargoyle from some episode. Is that a giant tardigrade? Yeah, it sure seems that way. I guess you could look at it that way. Oh. Oops. Alright, we have a lot of health right now, so I'm just going to damage boost through this. Usually I come into this room with like 1 heart left, and it's kind of scary. Alright, next boss coming up. If you are a fan of the Metroid series, you might recognize the design of this. Not of this. This is, I like to call this Father Brain, based on the design. Alright. Pretty good temple. Alright, back to Aqueducts 1. We have a couple upgrades to get here. Oh, okay. Okay. Please jump up, Haggis. Thank you. That hitbox is a little bit weird. I'm going to pick up an extra life for safety. Probably we don't need it. This, there's a health upgrade here that we could have gotten the first time coming through, but it's just faster to get it when you can dash and kind of hover through stuff. So no reason to get it right away. Other than, you know, you want more health. It helps if you press dash before you do a dash jump. That would be good. Alright, oh, okay. So you need the double jump in order to access this secret exit. Which will take us to Aqueducts 2. Aqueducts 2 is simultaneously one of my favorite levels, and also I just hate it. It's got a lot of hard tricks in it, so really easy to hate. But I just like the vibe of this level a lot. It's really fun. Okay, sure. Alright, there's a very sneaky lore stone right here. Good. Alright, coming up on one of my least favorite tricks in the game, just to get the level 3 sword, we have to do a kind of hard jump. I'm gonna dash jump off this block, turn around, and do this jump. I don't know why I find it so difficult, but it is genuinely one of the hardest things in this game. Oh, that was... oh man. If I had missed that, that would have been bad. I got the cape timing perfect on that fall. Usually I do it a bit earlier, because it's really easy to whiff it. If you're too low, you don't get the... you won't grab the ledge that you need to grab. There's another auto-scroller escort mission, so if there are any announcements, now is a good time for them.
Same boat as before. Seems like a pretty quiet evening.
It is a Tuesday. Alright, this is fortunately a much shorter boat section. Fun fact, you can dash and jump and glide toward the end of this section, but you can't actually get through it without the boat, so you do have to keep the boat with you. The game does not like when you abandon the boat. We're meeting the boss of the area here. I like to give him a little high five when he goes by. Then the vibe of this level changes a bit. We're gonna get the kind of alien. Yes, the boat came with me. Good. There it goes. We'll buy these now, sure. So I don't know why sometimes if you dash and jump immediately upon entering this room, the boat will just kind of follow you into the abyss. Doesn't always happen, but I'm always very entertained when it does. Alright, another little switch section. This one a required switch section. You do have to do it to progress. There's one more switch section in this level that is not required, but you do need to do it for 100%. So we're going to be hitting a lot of switches here. Everybody loves Meat Cave. Gross. Yes, very X-Death's castle, yeah, it's true. Alright, gonna take a Death Warp. Like so. I activated it, no! Okay, here, hang on, let's see. No, that's so bad. Okay, that's fine, we'll just have to carry through. I definitely activated the checkpoint there, but that's okay. We can go through this pretty quick. What are you doing here? Since when are you here? That's definitely never happened before. Oh, that's already open. Okay. Fortunately, a lot of the gates that we needed to open are already open for us, so we can get through this fairly quickly. Okay, so I got the key already, so we can kind of skip some of the annoying things. That's so weird. I'm gonna have to watch that back and see if I just didn't press up enough. Probably that's what it is. So what you're seeing is what happens if you don't activate the checkpoints that you're supposed to. Uh-huh. There we go. Hope you like boats. Get to ride a boat again. I think, so I went down to a teleporter before climbing back up this way. I think that teleporter might go to an area after the key that I picked up. So just kind of unfortunate that I did not activate the checkpoint that I should have. So my apologies. This is why I make the estimate higher than I need it to be. Alright, almost back to where we were. We won't have to do that whole section again. The death warp was meant to take me back up to the shopkeeper in the area, who's like right at the start of the area. Oh, we don't even get to see our buddy this time. We already saw him, so the game says no, you don't get to say hello again. I'll try to make the boat fall through the ground again. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I sure did not activate that. Oh, and I have no money. That's okay. We'll make do. We can stock up on money later. Alright. Mini boss time. Alright. Well, now we're back on track. Oh, just wanted to wait for that. I didn't want to take a hit there. Oh, I took a hit anyway. Alright, get a little bit of money here. And now we deal with various vines that are like parasitic worm snake guys. Who knows? So there is a switch puzzle in this section. You need to complete it to get an extra heart piece. So we're gonna get it. Oh boy, what was that? Hello? Thank you. Why are you not grabbing things today? Goodness. So these things don't affect your jump height, but they do affect your speed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we'll get some extra lances there. Cool. Alright, so it told us the gate is open, and indeed it is. So you might be saying, well, what gate are you talking about? It is this gate. Up at the top right here, this gate. Alright. Well, Aqueducts 2 kind of turned me into a clown, so let's see if I can turn around here. Try to turn around with a quick kill, hopefully. Yeah, nice. Okay. So this boss can come out of that wall vulnerable, invulnerable, or invulnerable and then vulnerable. And you don't know what you're getting. You can kind of manipulate it by your position when it comes out of the wall. And we return to the Devil's Peak area. We were here a while ago. Oh boy. Nice. Whole game is tribute, yeah, you know. I can see it. It was a while ago. You might have forgotten we saw one of these before. He's impressed with our secret room finding skills. So he's like, hey, sick, good job. If you find one more of these, I'll give you your prize. So, okay, sounds good. If you are a fan of minecart sections, then this is a game for you. We got some minecarts. You have to stay in the boundary of what the game expects you to be in if you're on the cart. So that means usually if you fall out of the cart or you try to like jump through everything, then it will kind of reset your position. But there are some that we can skip by staying kind of like in bounds and jumping and floating. So, hey, we found the last mark. Our prize is we have to fight this guy now. So his fighting style is dictated by what you do. So if you throw torches at him, he will just jump. And he will swing his sword, but often he'll do it in the air. Kind of works out if you just kind of throw torches and just kind of slash at him when he's available. I once did a run of this for a GDQ hotfix, and we decided that this look for Haggis is box art Mega Man design. If you're familiar with Mega Man 1 box art, let's kind of see it a little bit. Oops, there we go. Nope, not quite the right jump there, that's fine. So the good news about these minecarts is that all the upgrades are on the minecart path. The bad news is that all the upgrades are on the minecart path, so if you go the wrong way, you have to just start the minecart path over again. I'm gonna knock myself out of it here, kind of stay inbounds, but not use the minecart just a little bit faster. Alright, I want more of those rather than these. These I will be okay without. Got, speaking of Mega Man, we've got Chill Penguin, the Revenge. We need this Mega Man box art by tomorrow. Somebody be our hero. Oops, gosh. Yeah, I'm just getting beat up here. We're gonna jump over an enemy so that he doesn't spawn in. The wall at the end of that room technically doesn't go away until the enemy is dead, but if you just jump over him, then it's fine. Alright, this minecart is one of the first that we can skip. So we're going to ride it for a little bit, and then we're going to bail out and jump and float through the rest of this section. Gotta jump over these. Jump, duck, jump, crash, jump. Nice. Let me just double jump and cruise all the way. We're gonna go down a little bit. So those guys can freeze you, so it's good to just stand inside of them. So this minecart, we just don't even care. We just say, forget it, I don't need it. Fortunately, you kind of stay in the bounds of the expected path by just kind of floating this way, which is pretty nice. I should activate that. I usually don't have trouble on this boss, but you never know. Another switch puzzle. Developers were really into their switch puzzles for this game. Man. Alright, going into the last level with no torches is a little bit annoying, but I think it's okay. Depending on what or rather how well the bosses go in the next level, I might do a death warp, but we'll see. We do have 2 extra lives, so we'll be alright. I hope you've enjoyed this this noise, the dash noise. It is unfortunately faster to dash into the blocks to push them on ice, so my apologies for that. This boss, kind of just a goofy design, just look at this dude. We're gonna damage the shell and then damage a secret enemy within. Alright. Good. Okay, I was a little worried. A little bit worried that I didn't get the hits there, but we got it. Alright, so final level. Haggis is going to say here that the barrier disappeared, and you're probably like, what barrier are you talking about? There was a barrier here. We would have seen it if we had come here. So that's what he means. The goal here is to try to take these guys out without taking too much damage. We do want to try to pick up the money that they drop too. Alright. So, 2 bosses before the final boss. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Jumped a little too low there. Cool. Alright, first boss, it's the guy who was riding that green dog a while ago. Way back when. Hey, definitely activate that. Thank you. We're going to... just try to hit him as much as possible, of course, but we get to use our new armor's item crash ability to speed this process up a little bit. Yeah. Nice. Very good. Alright, and didn't take too much damage either, so we're in pretty good shape to get through here, I think. There we go. Alright. We don't want to take a ton of damage coming through that part, but it's fine if you take like a little bit. We are going to be just kind of tanking damage on this next boss. You might remember way back in Forest 1, we fought this general here. Now, we have gotten significantly stronger, but she has not really changed her strategy in any way. She gets a little faster and a little bit stronger, but she still goes down really fast, so she's going to teleport away. She survives this whole encounter, the only one who does. Now we're on to the final staircase of the game, so I'm going to heal up. buy some lances, buy some axes, and we'll call it good. You might remember I said a long time ago we're on a mission to save our son. This is our son. He's exceptionally older now than he was in the opening cutscene, if we were to have watched that. But the truth of the matter is that he is the reincarnated leader of this enemy army who is trying to claim the power of the Odallus, which is the crystal we've been collecting shards of. So beat him up. He takes the power of the Odallus and he powers up. The game will end and the run will end after I defeat him and the screen goes black. It will flash a bit, it'll go white, and then it'll go black, and that is time. I messed up already. I'm not sure why I didn't release that item crash. It should have. Oh, it's because I'm not on the lances, that's why. Helps if you do the correct strategy to fight the boss, huh? There we go. Alright, well, that's it. That was pretty quick anyway. So time will be momentarily. And time. So that is Odallus the Dark Call, 100%, all the things.
Oh, this game looks great. I want to play it.
Yeah, it is super fun. It was one of my favorite games.
Yeah. That was very entertaining to watch. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that retro style it's got going on.
Awesome.
Like, it's good. Yeah, Leo was absolutely right about this game. 100%. So
yeah.
That'll be one I will probably look up picking up. Is
Yeah,
this on Steam?
It is on Steam. It is on Switch and other platforms. I'm in a collection with Oniken, which is the first game from Joy Masher, which is significantly harder. This game is a little bit janky. The controls can be a little bit weird sometimes, but it's super fun. Just such a great game to play and super fun to run. Yeah, thank you all for having me. Folks, please donate to a good cause.
Yeah.
And yeah, thanks again.
Yeah, thank you. That was one heck of a show. Great game. Again, for folks who are wondering, folks who have come in late, that was Vertz505 playing Odallus, the Dark Call. Fantastic game. Up next, we have Colonel Fatso playing Rayforce, which is 1cc/scoring showcase. This is another game I don't actually know anything about, so I look forward to seeing that.